Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to get into a little bit of the technical stuff and the why behind a few things that may be different for you. A few things we do here to keep us together as a team is we play with a metronome in our in-ear monitors. So maybe you've had experience with that, maybe you haven't. I remember the first time that I started playing with what we call it click. When I first started playing with click, I remember just thinking, how in the world does anybody worship God with this thing banging against in your ear, and just being distracted by it at first? But then almost every single person I've talked to that has learned to play with a metronome is like, how in the world did I ever do this without it? You begin to just let it kind of fades into the background, and then and I'm sure many of you have had this if you've played an instrument with anybody, like, hey, did we start that too fast? Did we start that too slow? Hey, we're speeding up. Hey, we're slowing down. We're dragging. Like, all of that goes away. It's so much less stressful in general, especially when you start bringing in, like, you have 8 to 10 people on a team. Like, that's a lot of musicians coming together. And especially in an in-ear mix, it's not like the old days with floor wedge monitors where you could hear everything in the room. You kind of have to limit your mix sometimes a little bit, so you may not hear every instrument. So the click really kind of holds everybody together. Another thing that we do a little different here, and it's not totally uncommon. We have a musical director, so usually it'll be either a person like on the keyboard or on the bass guitar, or someone that's a stronger musician on our team will be actually directing us. They'll have a microphone that's not in the main speakers. Nobody else out there can hear them, at least hopefully not. So there's mistakes sometimes when that gets turned on. But so we have them just in our ears, and they can see the signs of the worship leader. So the worship leader will throw a sign like bridge or chorus, and they're just going to speak that. Or if the team starts to get off, they'll tell them what the chords are, where we're playing at that moment. And it really just helps glue the team together and just eliminates some distractions in the congregation, so that the congregation can have a better experience. And honestly, it'll help us to be less distracted as musicians too, and we can focus on what we're supposed to focus on. So it's just little things just to help. So I just wanted to explain that and give you a couple bonus tips on this video since we got a couple seconds. Couple little things that we do here. When click is going, sometimes you're not going to be playing, because one of our values here is a note unplayed is just as important as a note played. So there's going to be times that you're sitting there and the click's just going to be going and you hear other people playing. We have to make sure we stay engaged in the moment, that we are focusing on what the song is about. We're focusing on the Lord. If you want to close your eyes and just think about him or think about the words until it's your time to play, that's fine. But we got to make sure we stay engaged. Or if somebody comes up and they're speaking over us playing in the background during what we call flow, we need to make sure we stay engaged and that we don't just zone out, and that we really stay engaged there and just be a team player, and just be patient, and you'll love it. So, all right, that's your bonus tip. See you next time.